Good morning and welcome back to a new learning in the 21st century literature. After discussing the conventional literary genres, we are now to discuss the 21st century literary genres. Examples are illustrated novels. These are story through text and illustrated images. The reader must interpret the images to comprehend the story, and sometimes there is no text at all. These are the examples of illustrated novels. Next, DIGI-FICTION. DIGI-FICTION is a literary experience that combines three media: the book, movie, video, and internet websites. To get the full story, the reader should do navigation, reading, and viewing. These are the examples of DIGI-FICTION. Next, graphic novels. Graphic novels narrative in comic book formats. The story is conveyed to the reader through comic form. These are the examples. Manga. Manga is not the fruit famous in the Philippines. It is used in the English-speaking world as a generic term for all the comic books and graphic novels originally published in Japan. This is more on anime. This is an artistic and storytelling style. These are the examples. Actually, there are three types of manga. First, the shonen, which is the boys manga. The example are Bleach, Naruto, and One Piece. There is also a girls manga. Example is Sailor Moon. Seinen, which is the men's manga, and meaning an example is Akira. And lastly, the Josie or women's manga. The example is Loveless and Paradise Kiss. There's also Kodomo or Kodomuke, which is the children's manga. The example is Doraemon and Hello Kitty. Next, doodle fiction. This is a literary presentation where the author incorporates doodle drawings and handwritten graphics in place of traditional font. Example is The Diary of Wimpy Kid. Text talk novels. This includes blogs, novels, email narratives, and stories told most entirely in dialogue, simulating social network exchanges. Next, chick lit. Chick lit is a genre of fiction which addresses issues of modern womanhood, often humorously and lightheartedly. Chick lit is typically features a female protagonist whose femininity is heavily thermalizing in the plot. These are the examples. Next, flash fiction is a style of fictional literature of extreme brevity. There is no widely accepted definition of length and category. It can range from a word to 1,000. Next, six-word flash fiction. It has no beginning, middle, or end, but tells the entire story in 6 words. Example is For Sale, Baby Socks Never Worn, according to Ernest Hemingway. As we can see, the for sale is not selling something. It has deeper meaning. Baby Socks Never Worn. There's a story behind the baby socks. Creative nonfiction uses literary styles and text to create factually accurate narratives. Examples are relatively young, 100 Gifts by Anne Boscombe, Wind, Sand, and Stars by Anton de Saint-Exupéry. Next, science fiction. Science fiction is a genre of speculative fiction dealing in imaginative concepts such as futuristic science and technology, space travel, time travel, faster than light travel, a parallel universe, and extraterrestrial life. Example is Mockingjay by Suzanne Collins and Kingdom of Ash by Sarah Maas. Next, blog. Blog is a famous in the Philippines. So I know you all know what a blog is. A website containing short articles called posts that are changed regularly. Some blogs are written by one person about his opinions, interests, experiences, while the other blogs are written by different people. One of the famous blog is The Becoming Filipino Canadian, in which the Canadian tells about the traveling experiences and sharing happiness while in the Philippines. Hyperpoetry. Digital poetry that uses links using hypertext markup. It is usually found online through CD-ROM and diskette. The earliest is mid-1980s. This is usually consists of set of words, phrases, or lines. Speculative fiction, dystopian, supernatural fiction, weird fiction, superhero fiction, apocalyptic, post-apocalyptic, fantastical fiction, sci-fi. Spoken poetry, oral art that focuses on the aesthetics of wordplay and intonation and voice inflection. So, reading literature gives one better understanding of human nature and the complexity of the human condition. It makes one less judgmental and more sympathetic. Literature can also be more insightful than nonfiction, according to Professor Tomiko. The possibility of being as free with the camera as we are with the pen is a fantastic prospect for the creative life of the 21st century, according to Carlos Fuentes. There's a literature in social media. Other genres includes text-to-la. It's a mobile phone poetry using short traditional formal verses like Tanaga, which has 7777 syllable count with rhyme sim AABB, ABAB, and ABBA. Example, kurakot. Inumit na salapi, walang makapagsabi kahit napipingsak si, na itago na kasi. Thanks, and that's all.